Hello everyone, this is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horne, and I'll bring you a video tonight titled, Sexually Attractive Men Navigate the Dating Jungle with Clarity. It's brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me with the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. But let's get right to it. Sexually attractive men navigate the dating jungle with clarity. And the sexually attractive man, he can navigate the dating jungle with clarity because he understands it's a jungle. If the woman is not attracted to you, then you're in the jungle. It's really that simple. And the dating pool is a jungle. You're going to have all kinds of different experiences, favorable and unfavorable experiences. But if you're the sexy, attractive man, your experiences are always favorable. Women might present things to you that are not favorable to you, but you dismiss them and let them go. So your experiences are always favorable. If a woman has not offered herself, if an overabundance of women have not offered themselves to you sexually, then you don't know what desire looks like. That's why it's very important to become the sexy, attractive man, because you can see the woman's level of desire and her motives with clarity. It's very important that you become the sexy, attractive man. If you're either the sexy, attractive man or you're every other man. Every other man thinks that eating plates of shit, tolerating indifference, a lack of attraction, every other man thinks is normal. But the sexy, attractive man can look at the woman's eyes, listen to her words, and immediately deduce if she's attracted to him in the manner that's going to translate to a favorable experience for him. That's why it's so important to become the sexy, attractive man. You're either sexy attractive or you're naive. You're naive because you haven't done the work on yourself. You haven't had an overabundance of women offer themselves to you sexually, so that desire is staying on your mind. So you're every other man or you're the sexy attractive man. And the sexy attractive man understands what desire looks like. He understands that desire is his best experience. That's going to lead to his best outcome. Because desire is just a side of a woman that you unlock to have your best experience with her. And she has other sides, but you understand those other sides represent an inferior experience. So that's why, as a sexy, attractive man, you can see through the woman with clarity. You can navigate the dating jungle with clarity. Because you only settle for an experience that's aligned with her giving you the best parts of herself, which is lust and desire. It's really that simple. I'm going in tonight. So the mantra of the sexy, attractive man is different from the mantra of the average man. The average man has not done the work on himself, so he settles for whatever scraps a woman gives him. But the sexy, attractive man has optimized himself in every aspect of his life, so he understands that his mantra is he is enough. The average man, his mantra is I will give her gifts and offerings. The sexy, attractive man, his mantra is I am the offering. And you don't understand the mantra that you should exude and that you should accept until you become the sexy, attractive man. Because you have to have enough experiences of women offering themselves to you immediately sexually for you to understand that the mantra is I am enough. If women haven't shown you that you're enough, then that means you haven't become enough to unlock that side of her. If you constantly unlock a side of a woman where she's delayed in texting you back, if she texts you back at all and you have to double text her, if she's saying you have to take me here to have access to me, not even sexual access, but just access to me. If she's saying take my Instagram, I'm not going to give you my number. These are hoops. And these are hoops that are normal to the man who has not become the sexually attractive man, and he can't see through the dating jungle. He can't navigate the dating jungle with clarity because he doesn't have clarity within himself. You only have clarity when you have a defined understanding that women give men that they're sexually attracted to lust and desire, and they offer themselves to him. That's clarity. So you can't settle for anything less than that. So the sexually attractive man, his mind is stained with women who want him sexually, meaning he understands desire. Desire is stained in his mind. So he can't settle for anything less than utter lust, red beam of lust coming from her eyes, offering herself to him immediately, and desire. He can't settle for anything less than that, because anything less than that is an inferior experience. That's why his mantra is lust and desire. And the average man, every other man, because there's no middle ground. You're a sexy attractive man or you're an average man. And you can escape being an average man and becoming the sexy attractive man with effort. Every man has a landscape. Every man has a clear set of gifts, talents, and gifts and talents and abilities that he was given, that if you choose to maximize those, you're going to get the best experiences from life. Women are going to offer themselves to you once you've maximized yourself. So if my videos and my messages are just fantasy for you, it's because you're unwilling to do the work. Every man has a different hand that he was dealt. And some of the men, you know, I've coached a lot of men, encountered a lot of men who recognize me from my channel, like, oh, you're so fucking tall, and you have this, and you have that. And when they say those words, they're negating the cards in the hand that are advantageous to them that they were dealt. You can't look to the right or to the left of you. You can't look at another man and desire his cards. Your cards are concrete, which means you have to maximize them. If you maximize them, you're not lazy and you're focused. If you maximize yourself, you're going to get optimal experiences, meaning that your mantra will change. Your mantra will be, I'm not going to deal with a woman unless she's extremely attracted to me, unless she desires me. So your work dictates your mantra. The mantra of the average man is, I'm going to give her gifts and I'm going to show her I'm enough. The mantra of the sexy attractive man is, I am enough. And she's going to recognize her. I'm going to toss her ass back to wherever the fuck she came from. Your mantra has to change. Your thought process has to change. Your recognition and your lens has to change by becoming the sexy attractive man. Maximizing every card in your hand that you've been dealt. Every gift, every talent, every ability. Every opportunity that you have to wake up every day and improve your appearance. Getting your ass in that gym. Slimming down. Getting cut up. Buying clothes that accentuate your build. These are just a few insights in terms of how to become the sexy attractive man. But in totality, it's maximizing yourself. Maximizing whatever hand you've been dealt. Then your lens will change. You'll have clarity because the world will respond to you differently once you bring an elevated version of yourself to the world. That's the sexy attractive man. He's bringing an elevated version of himself to the world. He's bringing his best self to the world. He's getting the best returns. But if you're lazy and you're so fixated on other men that you wish you had their experiences, you'll miss your opportunity to create those experiences. So you have to do the work and you can't be lazy. But you have to have a crystal clear lens by virtue of women offering themselves to you sexually as soon as they meet you. Now you know all sides of women. Average men do not know all sides of women, so they eat shit and think that it's gold. Oh, I'm getting closer. Oh, she allowed me to spend my money and take her on a third date. Bullshit. The mantra of the sexy attractive man is, I am enough. If she's not in full recognition of me, I will not deal with her. I'll toss her back to wherever she came from. So your mantra has to change, but your mind has to be stained with desire. And I want to introduce a story that I probably told in one of my previous videos. And I want to crystallize this and make it very clear for you. I went out to a spot not too far from where I live. It's a place I go to on a regular basis. And I just got there late like I normally do. And this particular night, I went in there quasi late. Spot was relatively empty. And I was walking around the bar, because you walk in, you have to walk around the bar to go to the bar, get your drink, whatever the case may be. And as I was walking around the bar, I was looking backwards. I was looking at everything around me. I was looking backwards. And there was a girl who was also looking backwards. And we were walking toward one another. And we bumped into each other. And I said, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you that way." And I just proceeded to go to the bar, got my drink, sat down by myself. And she was with one of her co-workers. They were visiting from out of town. And they had these two guys with them who had been taking them all over DC the entire day, trying to get the girls comfortable, because that was their mantra. They didn't know what sexual desire and attraction looked like. So she stepped away from the guy that she was on a date with and stepped over to me at the table I was sitting at. She says, "I'm so glad we bumped into each other." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm glad we bumped into each other too." Mind you, this guy is less than 15 feet away from her, that was taking her out, spending money on her all day, trying to escalate all the stupid shit that the man who has not become the sexually attractive man does when he's trying to have sex with a woman. And she came right over to me like, "I'm glad we bumped into each other." And she was just like, "Yeah, I'm going to be in town for another day or two. And, maybe we can go see the monuments tomorrow and things like that." And I'm like, "I'm not going to do that." I said, "Listen, if we don't get together tonight, we're just not going to get together." Told her straight up just like that, because she had all kinds of lust in her eyes. And she went back to the guy, and the guy was looking at me. And I looked at him like, "Man, I'm sitting here minding my business. She came over here." And then she came back to me, and I was telling her, like, "Listen, we're not going to do that whole visit the monuments and the different landscapes of DC. I said, if you want to leave with me, it's a back door right there, and we can go do exactly what we both know we want to do." That's exactly how I talk to her, because that's my mantra. That's my understanding. I understand the side of her that she was showing me. And I had to let her know, you're not going to show me any other side of yourself except for that. And she's like, "I'm considering it. I'm considering it." And then she walked away, went back to the guy. By that time, he's fuming. And she came back to me and told me some of the meaning things he was saying about me, because he was just so butthurt that he'd been spending money on her all day, trying to break her down and get her comfortable. And she saw what she liked, and she rolled right up on me. And she came back over for the third time. And she said, "Let's get out of here." So I took the girl that this man had been spending money on all day, spending time with her. And we stepped off. And we left. We went out that back door. And I was taking her back to my place. And I took kind of an indirect route. I didn't want to just get on the highway. Sometimes you meet somebody new, you don't want to just take your exact route home. You want to throw a couple wrinkles in there. So I took kind of a back route, and I'm going up the road, and I put my hand on her thigh. And she pulled my hand, and you know where she put it, and she was dripping. And I looked at her, she looked at me, she said, "You did that." And then, of course, I had to pull off on the side of the road. I didn't even make it home. And we had to do what we had to do, because her biological and sexual imperative was stimulated, and she recognized the magnitude of sexually attractive man that was in her space. And so we did what naturally came to us. And that's what I want to get across to you. Your mantra, your mind has to be stained with desire. When your mind is stained with desire, you know exactly how to talk to every woman. You know exactly how to see her level of desire as soon as you meet her. You know exactly which women to drop off and which women to continue to engage with, just like in the story I told you. I told her exactly what she needed to do to engage with me. I didn't offer anything to her. I didn't sell myself to her. I said, "You're on holy ground. You know you like what you see. You told me. And we need to get the fuck out of here and go do what we need to do." That's what my communication personified and exhibited. And she loved it. She left that other guy who was every other man, and she went with this sexually attractive man. And that's the whole point of what I'm trying to get across to you tonight. You're either you're either a sexually attractive man, or you're every other man. You can't navigate this dating jungle with clarity and understand all sides of women until you become the sexually attractive man. I'm drawing the line tonight. You're either going to think you can't become this man, or you're going to begin to take the steps to become this man. There's no middle ground. You're either sexually attractive, or you're just naive as a motherfucker, and you're going to eat her shit and try to get close to her, thinking she's more valuable than you. I'm drawing a line tonight. You all need to get some coaching. You all need to hit me up. You all need to join my dating community on the school platform, Horne Dating, so that you can bridge that gap from this kind of message being fantasy to it being reality, to you getting to the point that you understand that you can have clarity, that you can view every woman and deduce how attracted to you that she is, and only deal with her if she's attracted to you the way that you're attracted to yourself. And you're only attracted to yourself when an overabundance of women have offered themselves to you sexually as soon as they meet you. You're attracted to yourself because you understand yourself. It's really that simple. And some men, some men go through this dating jungle jaded. And you're only jaded because you're having inferior experiences. See, sexually attractive men, they're not jaded. Women, we're dealing with the modern woman. She's as rogue, as wild, as disrespectful as she can possibly be. And even that sexually attractive man, he's encountering those women, but he's not jaded. He doesn't have a negative perception of women because he can successfully navigate the dating jungle with clarity, meaning he's constantly eating his fill. He's a lion. He's a lion. And so the sexually attractive man, he's not jaded because he's so precise in his movements. He's moving through life and dealing with women with clarity, with focus, and understanding. He can see with clarity, so he's not wasting his time. And if you're not wasting your time, that means you're only having favorable experiences with women. And when you only have favorable experiences with women, that means you have a level of clarity that brings you constant fulfillment. Jaded men are unfulfilled. They're unfulfilled because they continue to overextend themselves to a woman's side and they miss the mark the majority of the time. Or even if they hit the mark, they're unfulfilled because they're so fatigued because they went so far to the woman's side and gave her so much and she didn't give him a goddamn thing. Even if he got some of that pooty, he understands that he's winded by the time he crosses that finish line because he overextended himself. So he'll be jaded. But the sexy attractive man is never jaded because he doesn't overextend himself. He's not winded. He's chilling. He's making a proclamation as to what he wants, and he's not afraid to lose any woman. And that woman has to make a decision. And a lot of times, he doesn't have to say a word. The woman has already made the decision to have lust and desire and engage in a sexual encounter with him. The sexy attractive man, all he has to do is present himself. All he has to do is go out as himself. The other men have to go out and they don't have a sense of self, so they go out and they're looking for the woman that they can convince to come to his side. They're looking for the woman that he can convince that he's enough. And he's selling himself. He's fatiguing himself. As opposed to the sexy attractive man who has the mantra of I am enough. So you have to decide what side of the fence that you want to be on because there's really no middle ground. You're the sexy attractive man who can navigate the dating jungle with clarity, or you're every other man who routinely eats shit and ends up unfulfilled. There's no middle ground. That's why you all need to get with me. I always, tell you about my coaching, my dating community, my mentorship programs, my books. I'm telling you about all that stuff, but this is to bridge the gap so that you don't have to have inferior experiences that leave you fatigued, that leave you disappointed and unfulfilled. So you have a decision to make tonight. Are you going to continue to be the average man, Are you going to become the sexy, attractive man that activates her lust and understands all sides of her? Because you're sexy, attractive, or naive. If you don't understand all sides of women, you're eating her shit. You're following her lead. You're submitting to her. These are the men who do not understand all sides of women to understand that that's not normal when a woman meets a man that she's extremely sexually attracted to. So you're either that man or you're the man who elicits a sexual response from women on a routinely regular basis. Not every woman, but enough women are offering themselves to you that you understand that that is your normal experience. Your mantra is, I am enough, and I need to see lust and desire in her eyes. Or your mantra is, I'm going to show her and sell her on myself as being enough. Choice is yours. This has been Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach, bringing you a video tonight just talking about how sexy, attractive men navigate the dating jungle with clarity. It's a fucking jungle. It's brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me with the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. And if you want me to make a custom video on a particular topic, you make a donation of $50 or more to my PayPal or my Cash App that's in my video description. And leave your subject matter in the note feature on PayPal or Cash App when you make a donation. And then I will put your video on my channel in 24 hours or less. If your video topic is more in-depth and it's more nuanced than just leaving a note on PayPal or Cash App after you make a donation, then you make your donation, push the donation through, and you email me at matt@matthewchorne.com with your more in-depth description of what you want me to make your custom video about. And then your video will be on my channel, Matthew C. Horne Dating, on YouTube in 24 hours or less. Very easy. Follow the instructions. If my message has been of value to you in this video, and you know that your thought processes have been elevated and you're better for having encountered my message, then you make sure you drop something in my donation information that's in my video description, my PayPal or my Cash App. Your donations continue to help me to grow, move forward, and elevate as I bring you these elevated messages, this Patreon level game every time I open my fucking mouth. As I bring you this Patreon level game every video, we're helping each other. Very equal exchange. Drop something in my donation information that's in my video description, my PayPal and my Cash App. I appreciate everyone who donates. And if you're in need of coaching, if you have issues in the dating space that you've been unable to overcome, if you're caught in the middle but you want to go to the other side and become that sexually attractive man that can regularly have favorable experiences with women who view you with absolute lust, if you want coaching to take you there and my voice resonates with you, then email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. I'm your dating coach. Leave your name, your phone number, and whatever issue that you're facing in the dating space. Put coaching in the subject matter of the email. And I will get back to you promptly with the terms of the coaching. And once you accept the terms, we'll set a date and time. The coaching will commence. Very easy, very streamlined. Lastly, my dating coaching community. I want you all to join. That's Matthew C. Horne Dating on the school platform. The information to sign up for my dating coaching community will be in the video description as well as pinned to the top of the comments. In this community, I give you 2 exclusive videos every week that are not on YouTube. I also have a Zoom call every Monday night at 8 p.m. You can get on video with me. We have the Zoom call. I'm going to introduce a monologue on a particular topic. And then you all can ask me questions about whatever I spoke about. And for the remaining time of the hour, you can ask me whatever you want to ask me. You can present whatever subject matter you want to present to me, and we can dialogue, and I can give you breakthroughs and answers for an entire hour. It's an invaluable space. I want you to sign up for my dating coaching community. And if you would like to take a year-long journey with me, because some of the individuals that I coach, they want more. They want something over a further duration than just having an hour-long coaching session with me. In this particular space, it's a mentorship year-long journey where I will assess exactly where you are and deduce where you're trying to go. And I'll take you there. You give me a year of your life will never be the same. This is my mentorship year-long program. With this program, you're going to get multiple coaching calls throughout the week, and you're going to have 24-hour access to me. I can only take 5 individuals because I only have the bandwidth to handle 5 people because I'm giving so much of myself. We're also going to meet up in person, and I'm going to observe you in the field. We're going to go out together no matter where you are. We're going to work it out where we can meet up in person. This is very personalized mentorship and coaching. And in addition to me being accessible to you, you're going to get multiple coaching calls, a minimum of 3 coaching calls every week. This is the creme de la creme. This is the best I have to offer you. And there's going to be some life coaching integrated into this as well, because you need to become a particular type of man to routinely have the experiences that you want to have that represent your optimal level of fulfillment. So if you are interested in my year-long coaching program, you email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. You leave mentorship in the subject matter of the email, and you tell me about yourself in terms of where you are and where you want to go. I will do the assessment, and then I will call you because you're going to leave your name, your phone number, and like I said, tell me a little bit about yourself and where you want to go. I want to call you, and I'm going to present the terms of the mentorship to you, and we'll decide if we're a good fit to work with one another over the duration of a year. Once again, you give me a year of your life will never be the same. And that's all I have for you. Just please understand, sexually attractive men navigate the dating jungle, because it's a jungle, they navigate the dating jungle with clarity. It's really that simple. You only have clarity because you understand all sides of women, and you understand the side of the woman that she reveals to you that's going to give you the best experience. And you dismiss every woman who's not giving you the best side of herself. That's called clarity. And once you have clarity, you can quickly and you can successfully navigate the dating game. You can navigate the dating jungle, because you're only going to settle for one type of experience, lust and desire. Your mantra will be, I am enough. Your lens will be clear, and you can see the lust and desire, or you see nothing at all. That is the optimal experience. That's the woman that doesn't just want to have sex with you. She wants to pair herself with you because she's satisfied. You can see a woman's dissatisfaction by her exuberance when she meets you, when she offers herself to you, and she's so satisfied. Just like in the story I told, that woman was so excited to go with me. When you can gauge her level of satisfaction through understanding her frustration. Her excitement reveals her frustration. When you're the sexy, attractive man, you can read in between her lines. That's why you have to have clarity. Clarity interprets the words that she doesn't say. Clarity sees deeper into the words that she does say. It's so important to become the sexy, attractive man. So that's what I'm offering. You all need to take me up on some of this coaching, mentorship, buy my books, join my community. It's time. I'm having calls to action because too many men are sitting in the middle. You don't have to sit in the middle ground. You can have the exact experiences that you want. But you can't be lazy. You have to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to become. And once you become, you'll have a crystal clear lens of clarity. I'll see you all soon.